RPE scale. Now, you might have seen or heard of the RPE scale before. There's usually like the 6 to 20 version. I have my own version. It's between 1 and 10. And you basically forget about 1 to 5 because that's kind of sitting on your bum doing nothing. So if you think of 6 as moderate kind of exercise, 7 somewhat hard, 8 hard, 9 really hard, and 10, you don't really want to get to 10. That's kind of completely flat out, ready to pass out. So what that usually represents, if you listen to your body, so how much your legs are aching, how out of breath you are. Let's say you're doing a bit of cardio, that you're running on a spot or going for a run or going for a bike ride, row machine, jump squats, etc., whatever it might be. You might be pushing yourself to think, oh, okay, I'm just going fairly steady, let's say running on a spot, and you're at a moderate level, like 6 out of 10. So that's based on how much your legs are aching, how much you're out of breath. And let's say you might be at 7, which would be somewhat hard. So usually these reflect and represent percentage out of 100. So if you're at 100%, you can't do more than 100%, that's it. So let's say 60%, so that would be moderate. So I call that 6 out of 10, 60%. 7 out of 10 would be 70%, 8 out of 10 would be 80%, 9 out of 10 would be 90%. So RPE scale is your rate of perceived exertion. So this is what I want you to focus on when you're doing your next cardio session. Think, am I working moderately, somewhat hard? I would suggest if you're just starting out and maybe new to exercise, go for the moderate to somewhat hard, so 60 to 70% of the maximum heart rate. This really does vary. If you've got heart conditions, you might have like tachycardia, which is a high heart rate, or brachycardia, low heart rate. So it might be you start with a high heart rate. I've had clients where their heart rate was quite high, in which case they'd be at about 90%, but chatting to them, they're like, yeah, fine. And they really weren't. So it's a rough guide, but just listen to your body. Think, are you working 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10? So it might not absolutely represent what your heart rate is, but listen to how you feel. Are you working moderately? So 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, somewhat hard, 8 out of 10 hard, 9 out of 10 really hard. So listen to how your body feels. Start with moderate to somewhat hard if you're new to it. If you experience a little bit of experience with exercise, then go for that moderate to somewhat hard, so 70 to 80%, so 7 or 8 out of 10. And if you're more experienced, which will be further down the line, this is just on sort of week 2 here, so when you're further down the line, you'll be pushing yourself a little bit more, but you'll be used to it and conditioned for it then. So if you're already conditioned, then if we're focusing on that exercise, what I've provided for you, then you'll be doing like interval training sort of thing. That'll be further down the line. And then that'll be sort of low intensity to high intensity. So you might be hitting into that 9 out of 10, that 90% or 80 or 85%, depending on where you're at fitness level wise. Okay, so hopefully that's cleared things up. So that's the RPE scale. So listen to your body, how much you're aching, how out of breath you are. Try and get that balance. You're not too out of breath, but you want to get those legs working as well. So try and get that good balance. So I hope you found this helpful. Okay, take care.